Getting all jiggy with it. No.
Let's start the show.
Whiskey flows like a river wide. Martelle, Mike, and Randy by my side. Buckhorn tails wild as the night. Pour another glass, let's take that ride.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Mike and Randy at the Mac Shack. What's up, guys?
Hello.
If you're a choosy mom who chooses Jif, you've come to the right podcast. How y'all doing today?
Creamy or crunchy?
Crunchy.
Both.
Crunchy.
I can't get Liz to buy crunchy peanut butter. I'm the only
Here's
one
the
who
thing. I would buy Crunchy more if it was a lot cheaper. Why am I paying you the same amount to do less work?
But
That sounds like the government.
yeah, but
I don't want to pay my taxes either. So
you're not paying the same amount for less work. They're still making creamy peanut butter, and then they're just throwing peanuts into it. They're actually doing more work.
no, they're not mashing enough peanuts.
No.
it would be so much grittier that way.
Right.
I've actually had peanut butter. It's kind of gritty. It's really good. It was
Yeah, they
homemade.
made-
But I was about to say that's actual
It was-
peanut butter.
It was real peanut butter. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's
I-
what I should have been eating this whole time.
I had
Yeah.
a buddy who, at one of the Trader Joe's that I worked at, that he still worked at, who just sent me a picture one day. He goes, "You want to see what happens when somebody puts almonds in the coffee grinder thinking it was a peanut butter machine?" He was like, "You can't fix that." I was like, "I bet not."
Nope. But you can stick your finger in there and get it out.
We talking about coffee grinders or our buttholes again?
Well, I'm never
worry about
talking
it.
about the butthole, but don't worry about it.
Well, I'm going to have to find a new place for my almonds then.
So, all right.
Don't worry, they're
Do you want
roasting.
to? Yeah, that's fine. They were skin on.
We've got Mike pulled out 3 different things here. They're all ryes.
And he pulled out some whiskey.
Yeah, and his thing.
You want? And then that's yeah.
Yeah. So we've got
Want to
a
hang the bits.
WhistlePig 12-year.
My twig and 2
We've
berries.
got WhistlePig's Piggyback 6-year. And we've got a Jack Daniels Bonded Rye,
Which we've tried before and
which we've
liked.
had, and it was really good.
And even though it's a completely different day, my hand is still burnt.
Yeah.
So I will be holding a giant wedge of ice.
Would,
Show-
you like, would you like the other one?
Show number 2.
I think I'm okay for now.
Okay.
I might need it though. We'll see.
All right. So last week we did the Elijah Craig. This week we're on some rye.
Rye.
Rye
Rye
whiskey,
US.
rye whiskey.
It'll be a Rye Day.
Singing bye,
Which is not
bye,
Friday,
Miss
but Tuesday.
American Rye.
Friday. That's not bad.
Not bad for an
Not
open
bad
bottle.
for a pre-open bottle.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, that was a little throaty.
So have you guys seen Deadpool yet?
No.
My daughter went and saw it.
I have
She was
not.
like, "It's my favorite of the 3.
I'm waiting.
so
Well,
far.
that's what Kev. I talked him way out. He went and saw it with some of our family members and friends, and I did not get that invite. I wouldn't have gone anyway. But
I encourage you to take Huck and Judd to see it.
no,
Why?
no,
Why?
because why would I take kids anyway? Period. I mean, regardless of their age.
Yeah. What'd you say,
It
Kev?
just becomes so much more expensive.
I did have a 10-year-old kid there.
I took Harley.
I was gonna say it's Martelle.
Yeah.
I know several people that taking their kids to see it.
I mean, there's no sex scenes. It's just
Melissa's on her way out.
okay.
No,
There's no sex scenes. It's just
I will see it. I'm waiting for it to.
violence.
It's all the violence and,
And
all the
fucks.
cursing.
I'm waiting for it to show up on the super free, totally legal
Cavillerine.
site that I use. So I don't want to hear anything. I've heard there's so
It's
many one-liners.
So fucking.
I've heard the
good.
fourth wall breaks are killer. I don't get no
like
whiskey.
people were bitching a fit about it.
Sir, may I have more?
Yeah, pour it yourself.
Yep, there you go.
You're playing a dangerous game with this pour
Oh, wait,
yourself
wait.
stuff.
Melissa brought her own, so
Oh.
here.
There you
Oh.
go.
This is my promotionless bourbon.
Promotionless bourbon.
Yeah,
Promotion.
I mentioned it on the show. I was like, "How many shows do we have ahead of us?"
Get over
They're
here,
like,
Mike.
like 2 or 3. And I was like, "Great." And this puts pressure on myself to share with the family.
Get over here.
No. This is just my promotion. It's what there's no other layers here. It's just
No, we just want you on the show.
Yeah, we just want you on the show.
I mean,
you got to go the long way.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's a dental dam in the way.
I'm a dental
apparently.
dam. I kind of clog up the works.
Gumming up the works. Ooh, this has like.
I could have got up and moved, but it would have taken
Don't
twice
say
as
that.
long.
I haven't picked that up. I don't want to pick up bubble gum. I don't like bubble
what are you all
gum.
drinking?
Jack Daniels Rye.
Jack Daniels Bonded.
I am also drinking a rye. It is the Angel's Envy, though.
Oh, very nice. It's very sweet.
I love it.
Yeah.
It is good. You need to try the seagrass though.
Okay.
We were just
I looked at it and then I saw that they had the Angel's Envy. I was like, she will appreciate this more. She loves this. She just killed
And
her bottle.
there's 2 different variants to that seagrass, the barrel bourbon seagrass rye. Mm-hmm. There's one that's like
Caribbean?
$89, and then there's one that's like $120. Get
Worth
the
it.
$89 one. I haven't had the $120 one, so I don't know. But I just know there's 2 variants.
The
to
main
it.
difference is the price.
Is
Well,
it? That's,
yeah.
that's the.
I mean, could be the finishing.
One's
too,
made with love.
but one's made with butt love.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Butt plug.
One, they just did it for Chloe.
So, but no, we were just talking about Deadpool.
Oh, Connor went to see that.
Yeah.
She said it was amazing.
I've seen it twice.
Have you?
I went by myself.
I don't want any spoilers
time.
because I'm waiting for it to come out for me to watch it free and totally legally, which should be like any day now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't guarantee anything, but all the different Wolverines, that's not giving anything away because that's in the trailers.
promos that they've been doing has changed my view of Hugh Jackman, and I liked him before,
Yeah.
but now
Now
it's
you
like
don't.
I love him not as much as I love Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is
Oh,
like,
but
I
the
know.
two of
I
them
love
together.
both of them.
he's a
Oh.
fucking national treasure.
That's what I'm
and he's-
saying. It's
Yeah.
like it's totally like I watched them on Hot Ones. I watched the promos.
Yeah.
I watched like they play so well off each other.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
And just the reactions that Hugh Jackman has to Ryan Reynolds' ridiculousness, even
yeah.
in real life.
Have you
is
ever
phenomenal.
seen the commercials that they made for each other? Like Hugh Jackman made a commercial for Aviation Gin, and
No, I
Ryan
didn't see
Reynolds
those.
made one for Hugh Jackman's coffee.
Oh no,
And so
Hugh
this-
Jackman has his own coffee.
I was
Yeah.
that was my next thing.
Yeah, so and this
Coming
is
up next
probably-
week on One Podcast.
So this probably happened like 2.5, 3 years ago, and like Ryan Reynolds did like this because they're always shitting on each other.
Oh,
Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds did this beautiful like commercial, and then it cuts to Hugh Jackman's. He was like, and he's just like on a table, and he takes a bottle of the Aviation Gin and just goes, and it just pours across the table and off. And so, like, they show Ryan Reynolds first, and Hugh Jackman's like, well, mine's not quite finished yet, and I really think that, there's some post-editing that needs to be done. And he's like, no, let's see it. And it's that, and I'm just like, so amazing. Like, they play off each other so well.
It's so good.
Ryan Reynolds has changed actors' visions and views on the take of different superheroes, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's causing others to really
What-
bring the characters to life
Yep.
in a realistic way. Because if you watched the 90s X-Men cartoons, there was some sarcasm and humor in those that we lost over the writing of some of the newer movies, I think.
well, and that's I think
He pushed so hard for Deadpool for so long.
he did. Like after the Green Lantern thing, and he was introduced. I watched there was a video. He was actually introduced to Deadpool about 20 years ago. Oh, Melissa wants your.
gonna
She,
try it.
she wants to try it. He said he was introduced to Deadpool 20 years ago. I've been a fan of Deadpool since '92 when he had a cameo, like the first time that he was introduced into a comic in '92, and then got his own series in '93. So when I was 12 or 13, I was reading Deadpool comics. Not every one of them, but started reading the Deadpool comics. I'm like, oh, I like this guy. Like he's different. He's not the same as everybody else. Like he
played
gets-
Deadpool originally.
well, in an X-Men movie,
Yeah.
a shitty version of Deadpool that
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched. I'm like, what the fuck is this
Well, and then
bullshit?
they, stitched his mouth closed,
Yeah,
which
like-
is so antithesis of what Deadpool is.
Yeah, well, they had to because he's the merc with a mouth.
Mouth.
But he played with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in that X-Men movie. That shit comes back. Like references to that come back.
Quit.
Shut up. The whole everybody
shut
knows
up.
that. Everybody knows that that's what this whole movie's about.
Yeah, I just want you to go farther. That's why I said quit.
I'm not. Just so
What is that? What did
That's
I just
the
have?
Jack Daniels
That's
Bonded
that's the,
nice.
Rye.
yeah, that's
good.
it's a good one.
So there was like a Men's Health or some article that named like all the best whatevers, and the best rye was that one. And I'm like, really? And I was
I
like,
don't know that
Bonded
it's
Rye?
the best, but it's up there.
It's
Yeah, it's
really
price
good.
wise, yeah.
Price wise.
How much was that?
Like $25, $30.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
cheap as
kidding
shit. It's
me?
Jack Daniels.
You're talking pennies compared to the Angel
Holy
Envy.
crap! Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
It's 100 proof. It's so solid for $20.
Yeah.
20. I think it's
We'll
like
call it
23.
25.
I
Yeah.
would have thought it was a little bit of a higher proof just because the ethanol on it was
So
a little stronger than I.
It's a
Yeah.
bonded though. It's a bonded warehouse.
It's great.
100 proof.
And for that price point, holy crap.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's bold, complex, and balanced. I mean,
Just like Deadpool.
it opens with notes of dried fruit, and it's kind of followed by lingering hints of toffee.
Yeah, just like Deadpool.
I'm just excited that I was here for the pretentious part of the show where we start talking about dried foods. And I don't disagree, but
You're welcome.
yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's great. There's all kinds of cameos in the movie.
I was just reading the label.
Oh,
I literally was just reading that side label.
that's bold, complex, and balanced. That's right. You did just read the label.
Literally.
Well, it's
just
nice
like,
that they put the answers to the
it's
test
like
right
it was
on.
almost like it was distilled at a.
$34.99.
all
for
right.
that.
So,
Well,
35,
well worth
35
it.
bucks.
Yeah.
$35, well worth it.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't seen it yet, though,
I'm very
because you
excited.
haven't seen it yet,
No.
watch Logan, the movie Logan.
Yeah.
Watch some of the Fantastic Four movies with Chris Evans.
Those are hard to get through.
I know, but watch it anyway. Watch a few of the X-Men movies, and I mean, for good measure, watch Daredevil with Elektra and watch the Blade movies.
Okay. That's a lot of homework.
Yeah, I'm not
That,
going to do
but,
all
Right.
that.
There
I
is-
don't mind homework like that.
But
That's
it's-
good homework.
yeah.
It's not like
It is. I'm just not going to do it. I didn't do any homework, so.
All of those are referenced in the
Okay.
Deadpool movie as well. Like I tried, like Harley was pushing me. Like I went to see it by myself the day it came out. I was in the theater at 9:30 that morning, like a loser by myself
Nope.
watching the movie, and I
That's
could give
winning.
zero fucks because it was great. And as I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, oh, well, I watched Logan the night before, and I tried to get Harley to watch it. She's like, I want you to take me to see it, and I'm like, I'll take you.
but
You should probably sit down and watch this
Logan
movie
was
because a
good.
lot of this, well, a lot of that movie revolves around Logan, and that again, not giving anything away. It's just what he's trying to do revolves around Logan.
Yeah.
So watch that movie because there's a lot of back and forth back to that.
Okay.
There's a lot of cameos. Like he had, there is a scene where the Deadpool Corps shows up, and his kid is a Deadpool. Two of his kids are Deadpools, Baby Pool and Kid Pool.
Blake Lively is female Deadpool.
She's
Blake Lively is so freaking beautiful.
she is. She's Lady Deadpool. Paul
Ryan
Mullins.
Reynolds is so freaking beautiful.
Well, there's
I
that
know.
too.
They are just the most stunning couple.
Paul Mullins from his soccer team over in Wrexham was Wrexham Pool. He just made a Wrexham Pool. So it's Deadpool with the Wrexham logo across his chest.
That's fantastic.
There's
Wreck Me Deadpool.
yeah, Wreck Me Deadpool. There's Dance Pool. So there's
I know what
a
you're
whole-
going for as Halloween. going
I'm going
as
for,
for Halloween.
I'm going as Foreskin Pool.
Well, the good news is you won't have to buy a costume.
Is that
Hey-o.
Deadpool, but he wears a turtleneck?
Yeah.
We just call it a hood.
What I'm
that's
trying to think,
clitoral
like there's Deadpools in there that are like that I've never seen or
Okay.
heard
We'd
of.
never see him.
But it's
hard to find.
Where's he
fucking
at?
fantastic.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, dog
For some people.
Yeah.
Hard to find.
shrink pool.
Even
And
with
by
a
some
map.
people, you mean guys.
Yeah. let me draw
She
you.
said, "Yeah, real quick, Mike."
Let me draw you a detailed map.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't.
Dog pools in it.
That's
They
fine.
hired the world's ugliest dog.
I saw that in,
I
in
see.
some
I
of the
saw
promos.
that. Yeah.
There's another character. There's another pool in there that I'm not going to mention. That
If Deadpool has a pool, is it pool?
No,
well,
Deadpool
he's so
shallow end of the pool.
yeah. He's
That's the
yeah,
special needs pool.
Gene pool.
it's well, it's not. I think it's like midget pool.
I think you're supposed to call them small people. That's the
Oh, small people pool.
What about if a midget
Little people
tells me to
pool.
call him
Dwarf
midget?
pool.
small people.
What if they say,
Ooh.
"Call me midget"?
Well, then you should always
Hobbit pool.
You should always honor what someone else tells you to call them. So if you've got
I need you to call me
Call me Superman.
negotiable.
Starts with M.
If I go crazy,
And
then
it's an
will you
R.
still call me
not ER.
Niagara?
It's not a hard R.
Arr.
Crack
Is
up.
this show 1 or show 2?
Show two.
Two.
Show 2. I thought. I
Because
wanted.
shit's off the rails.
Okay.
Show-
Well, I know when to come. I knew when to come in. So
That's
But
what
yeah,
she
it's
said.
it's a
Literally.
great fucking movie.
all right. Yeah.
Okay,
sounds like
I will
that.
go home tonight and watch Logan
Yeah, watch Logan.
because of your insistence. Because I haven't watched it. Because honestly,
It's good.
since The Dark Knight, I've not liked superhero movies. And before that,
Well,
the last
you're
one,
looking at you're shopping at fucking like Big Bear Plus when you should be going to Kroger
we don't have a Big Bear Plus.
because they're out of business.
Yeah.
And DC Comics movies suck.
All Marvel movies have sucked too.
They haven't
By
been
and large, the
great,
last
but
20
they,
years,
production value.
I
and
like
everything else.
I like the
better.
first Spider-Man. 2 and 3 were okay, but I struggled by 3.
I like the animated ones.
I haven't seen Multiverse. I heard that's
Multiverse
good.
is great.
Multiverses ones are good.
I heard
Yeah.
Multiverse is like different level altogether.
Yeah, there's 2 of
So
those.
I will not comment on that. I should watch it. But a lot of the X-Men ones, it was like the same predictable CGI,
Well, that was all
Transformers,
Fox, like Fox.
No, I didn't like any of
Don't
the
look at the
Transformers.
all
Fox
the
shit, but,
Fox, Disney, all of it. It's just, it was like, oh no, they're going to die. No, they're not. They're going to win. Explosion.
Well, yeah,
That
It was
sounds
so
right.
predictable.
That's every
and then
action movie.
Dark
Did
Knight
Heath
came
Led-
out, and I was like,
Heath Ledger.
that's the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Joker came out, and I was like, that's the Joker. You know, and then Deadpool came out, and I'm like, ha, that's Deadpool. Like
Well,
when the first
he's-
Deadpool came out, I was like, I'm back.
Are these good?
Yeah,
Oh, my-
they're unopened.
Oh,
So
do
yes.
you have an opened one? Because we have like 4 opened ones in the house.
No, you got rid of them all.
I did because
She's
there
about
were
to open a
4
fifth.
open ones. Do we have
Wait,
any open
you
ones?
got
don't
rid of
believe so.
them?
Dude,
They go
after-
bad.
They do go bad.
Oh,
After
that
90
looks
days.
sexier without the label.
But
It's like undressed.
no, the
It's like HBO After Dark over
yeah,
here.
the
HBO After Dark. Oh, that's
Old
a
school.
callback.
that's
God
old
damn.
shit.
Oh, that you don't remember Wonder Ball, but you remember HBO
Do you
After
remember
Dark?
Wonder Balls?
No, I do remember though when I was like a high school junior and Cinemax, like after
Skinamax.
after 9 p.m. You'd be like, oh my god, do my parents know?
Yeah,
that
you
this
could watch
is...
Emmanuel.
Yeah, you put MTV or Nickelodeon on the recall
Emmanuel
button.
and Friends.
And you just poop.
You're like, oh, Gigolo, what's that about? Then you had to wait 30 minutes.
Nobody is just bouncing. I thought that's what Gigolo was going to be about.
Oh, I thought we
Oh,
were,
they were bouncing.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Mormon.
What was the
term
other
for
one?
sex.
What was the lady, the girls, the Bunny Ranch?
Oh yeah,
What
the
was
Bunny
that
Ranch.
show? I forget. It had a name, but
Yeah, oh yeah, the one. Yes, I think it was the Bunny Ranch.
is that what it's called?
I think
thought
so.
like the show. I thought it had a different name. I don't know.
Yeah, follow. The lives
Not that
of,
I ever watched them.
follow
I
the
did.
lives of prostitutes.
I fucking jerked off to Emmanuel and the Bunny Ranch.
I
And
had
all those
LimeWire.
Skinamax.
I thought I was downloading Limp Bizkit, but it
You
was
weren't.
not Limp.
Well, you got a virus.
By the time it downloaded,
You got
I
a
might have
virus.
gotten a virus from some of the.
Because that's all LimeWire was. Hey, get this MP3.
Not at
Nope,
first.
it's a fucking virus.
Not at first.
That's why
It was like, hey, this is
Napster.
music. Nope, it's either porn or somebody like dying in the most horrific way you
Yeah.
did not expect.
Which I watched almost every version of Faces of Death.
I used to
In the 90s.
almost daily, well, Faces of Death, but then I always just go to rotten.com.
Rotten.com or Style Project.
Oh, dude, those sites.
Ooh.
People are like, we grew up different. No, we grew up mentally like effed up.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
we were scarred as
There-
kids.
There's shit that I see that I don't bat an eye at it.
I was like a junior in high school, and Cinemax was on, and somehow I'm watching the movie Wild Orchid with
that one.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
And that was very eye-opening as an 18, as a 17-year-old girl in high school when my
Who is
parents
a
were
charismatic Christian.
right. That was yeah. My parents definitely would not have approved.
Oh, no.
No.
No. So,
I
all
mean,
right.
to be fair, Christian or not, you shouldn't be like some kids at certain ages should not have watched a lot of the stuff we were able to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
or even see in magazines when we did.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I still have some fucking porn magazines, some penthouses at my house.
Well, now they're collector's items.
I mean, I
I
have,
want to
well,
say I think I have
well, they,
in the paper machine. I think I have the Playboy with China in it.
oh, I have
can't open it, but
I have the
it's there.
Shannon Darty. I have a Shannon Darty Playboy.
Damn, this is definitely a different episode than one I've been on before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, it's
Deadpool
because-
and porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's episode
porn. There's your
2,
name.
and you're on episode 1.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, that's fair. You got to catch
That's fair.
up.
Yeah.
It's the podcast definition of catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You showed up late to the party.
My buddy and I, back in like middle school and high school,
Used to watch it together.
no,
And
we would
okay.
Oh, stop right there.
We would go
No one
to-
needs
we would go
finish
to
that
my
sentence.
girlfriend's house.
There was some cross contamination.
Yeah. And her dad had a
Stop it. That is going to come across so gross on
But
the audio.
I think that was the point.
That's
Yeah,
the
that
idea.
was. That's where I was going with
Just
it.
remind me not to come in on the latter end of show
That's
two.
what she said.
Yeah.
You literally came in
It was actually the beginning.
At the beginning.
minute in.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was like perfect time.
We're only 20
welcome
minutes
back. Oh,
in.
Melissa's coming. Catch up.
Yeah.
Hi, Mel.
That
Let's
must have
go.
been a heavy first show.
We only
It really
tried two.
wasn't. We
Okay.
had
we only
all
did
right.
two normal pours.
Yeah.
That
Like
were delicious.
Ounce
Just-
stouts and a half.
Yeah.
Loosey goosey now.
Yeah. Okay.
But
We're just like Deadpool and talking about what we saw when we were kids,
Yeah.
porn-wise. That's all.
Just I remember the cable box, like trying to balance it right perfect so you could get the Playboy channel sort of. There would just be like a digital live and then a boob.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh,
it was a slanty lime green boob, but it was a boob.
Well,
It might have been a dude, but I saw a nipple.
there was definitely a nipple.
we would go to my girlfriend's house. Her dad had a subscription in the 70s and 80s to Playboy.
Those
and
were
he
the
had
best.
them all.
Those were the
So we
best.
would go up there and fucking steal them. He still has them. He lives here in Columbus. I'm trying to get them from him so I can see if they're
Just
worth
go
anything.
steal them again. Why?
Well, I don't know where he lives.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, do you still have all these? He's like, yeah, I think I do. I said,
Oh my
well,
God, those
you
are
had your
way
brother
worth-
bring him down.
Totally worth money.
So we need to I want to get them and see about selling them and just split them.
Here's the 70s.
He's been sitting on them, not literally.
Here's the 70s.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
he's had them since
We'll have to
1995.
do YouTube now.
Damn.
Yeah. This is
Like they're just in a box. And we're just
definitely a different
So
show. than
one
I've
of my
been on before.
cousins, and I won't name his name, but it starts with an E and it ends with a Rick. He found out that you could write in and subscribe to this. Like, hey, if you send us thing, we'll send you one free sample book, magazine, whatever catalog. So he did to his home
Victoria's-
address.
Victoria's
And then
Secret.
it was porn. It was straight hardcore. It was a no name. It wasn't Hustler. It wasn't Playboy.
those are the best.
And he always got home from his he got the mail anyway because he always got home from school before his parents like a couple
Except
hours.
that one time.
No, every day though there was more and more.
Uh-oh.
So finally, we end up going because my family was in Southern Gospel. They all drive down the bus. They were big in Southern Gospel in the early '90s. Take their tour bus down. Some of us took cars, and we go down. And one night, Eric's like, "All right, I need your guys' help." And we're like, "Yeah, what, dude? Like, we've been through everything together." He opens his trunk to his 1990 Accord. It's not the Eric you're thinking of. It's another Eric with a 90 Accord. Removes his 212 Pioneer diamond plates, lifts up the thing, and removes the spare tire. And there's this like plethora. It's like you remember when Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone opens Buzz's chest and it's all these porn mags.
Yeah.
It was that. And he was like, "We need to find a dumpster." He's like, "I'm getting like 15 of these things every day at my house." He's like, "I got to try and beat." Like,
I can't beat off that much.
He's like, "I got to make sure my parents don't get the mail on Saturdays now." Like, their mailbox would be stuffed full. And it'd be like 2 letters in porn.
It just
You know what?
sitting
At
on
that
the
point,
porch.
you just let your dad get it and be like, "I don't know because I didn't do this."
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
My friends are pranking me.
What do you mean it came in your name, Dad? What did you do?
And like
Oh.
I'm just envisioning the mailman.
I used to. It's probably a woman, and she's probably like,
Half the
"Holy
mailbag's
shit."
just theirs.
You're right. I shouldn't have assumed, but
I mean,
There's a prank that you can send to somebody, and it's secondhand sex toys.
oh, I need to do that.
And
I
on
know the
on
perfect person to send it to.
And on the package, it's like secondhand sex toys, and it's like sanitized and clean for your protection. And it feels like there's something in there, and then you open it up, and it's like you've been pranked, and it's like a paper towel roll.
Oh, I don't want to send that then. It needs
I'm
to
like-
be a sex and hand sex toy.
Yeah.
It needs to be something that was used, shoved up someone's ass, not sanitized. Like
Well, just
fecal
send 'em on
matter.
yours.
I don't have anymore. I sent them all away.
Except that one I lost.
I
Remember
mean,
when we were talking about crunchy peanut butter?
I need to drink more.
yes, you do.
Hey, well, finish
So-
that, and we can go to the second sample.
We were-
No, go ahead.
We
go
were
ahead.
talking about. You were talking about like on the cable box trying to dial it in. I had it was called a blue DirecTV card.
Okay.
They were hackable, so you could program them so that you could just pop them into any DirecTV box and you got all the channels. So I kept it in my wallet. So as long as you didn't keep it in the receiver, it would never get overwritten because they would send updates and overwrite cards for that reason. So I never stuck it in. I never kept it in my my DirecTV box. I always took it out, put another one back in, and then I would watch it. If I wanted to watch a movie, I'd put it in, watch it, take it out after the movie was over, put the other one back in. I'd take it to parties. I'd show up at a party and people would be like, yeah, we got the... I'm like, oh, you want the UFC fight? Boom, I pop this bitch in. They'd start scrolling through for the UFC fight, and then they'd realize, like, all the fucking porn channels are there. And they're like... And we're not talking, like, 5 or 6 guys. We're talking 50, 60 fucking people in total with big screen TVs in their parents' house.
That's not just circle jerk. That's a We Are the World jerk.
Oh, yeah, it was...
I don't know that stuff was meant to be seen on a big screen TV.
Oh, well, we did. Not in, it was never in... It was maybe best
She's
less
got a
than...
polyp.
Than,
Right?
It wasn't 720p. It wasn't high definition.
I'm pretty sure I can do like a cervical exam right now.
Yeah. Yo, no, you could have... You could have went elbow deep.
It's interactive.
But they put the... It was like, oh, we got the
TV
UFC, blah,
smells
blah, blah. You have asparagus? And so
Nope,
then
she
they would put these... The fucking porn... Just the roughest fucking porn, like... Someone getting it from behind, and then like their head getting bounced off a headboard at the
We're
same
getting
time.
canceled. This is
No,
it
we're
for
not.
YouTube.
It's
I
fine.
know. I feel like YouTube's gonna have a hissy fit.
Oh, fuck them. Give a shit about
Yeah,
YouTube.
because they're paying attention.
Yeah, they're
We're not playing music. We're fine.
yeah. We're just not in detail. Not in detail talking about pornography.
Yeah.
What's the next thing that's up on the list to drink?
Well, do you want to do a 12? Well, so
That's
hold
a
on.
really
We
good
should-
attempt to
that was
set
a-
readers.
that was a
So that's
really
96. What is this one? That
abrupt.
one's 63. So, or no, that's not 63. What is
Yeah,
that?
it is 63%.
It's 63% Meridia
Oh, okay.
casks. So this is 48. So let's go to this. Or no, let's go piggyback because we'll just go backwards from the highest to the lowest. So we'll do piggyback next. What do you guys think about the Jack Daniels?
It's excellent.
For 35 bucks.
35 bucks.
For
that's a
35
3.5.
bucks, the Jack off Daniels is
I give it
amazing.
3.5.
I mean,
Go get it.
I feel like just even take the price point out. It's a really solid.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of like I didn't get the bubble gum. You said bubble gum. I got like
the first nose I got was bubblegum.
I got juicy fruit.
Okay.
More so on the
yeah.
nose and on the palate with that one.
Yeah.
Like a almost like a dried fruit, juicy fruit kind of flavor with it. So I enjoy. I mean,
Like
we've had
not,
it. I
not
enjoy
huge
it.
rye spice, but just
No.
super solid.
Yeah.
I got
Like-
a Fruit Stripes gum flavor for about 2 seconds.
No, you didn't, because it that doesn't
And then
exist.
it just
And
and
then
then
it
it
was
just
gone.
and then it was chewy.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, and then you find out that it's $35, and you're like, "Shit, that is a really
You're like, it's
good."
even better.
Yeah,
See, the price point
Even
does
better.
matter.
it does.
You're
But I
right.
want- I-
Without it, it's still good.
it's still yeah.
but the fact that you're like, oh wait, I'm drinking this $100 one.
The label's
This
off
is-
center.
and
You
I'm
shouldn't
saying
have
this is
opened
good.
this. It's
yeah.
probably
Yeah.
worth $1 more.
Yeah, right. It's like a double print penny, except not.
So we have had some. We've had a new listener on YouTube.
Oh, we're so excited to have a new.
I think his
listener.
name's Eric.
Eric. Thanks for
So-
joining us.
Thank you, Eric. for
Johnny, we
listening.
still love you.
Johnny hasn't
I saw.
commented
I-
on this episode, and he sent me a text the other day. I told him that he needs to fucking get on it. He was high, and I think he passed out watching the last episode. Not this week's,
The
the
previous.
previous week. He was listening.
Oh yeah, because I think his comments like kind of referred to that too.
Yeah. So because he did say he's like no video this week. I'm like, I forgot to hit record. So
Shit happens.
on our episode, I forgot to hit the fucking record button
Oh,
on
wah,
the
wah.
camera for the 2 episodes. So shit happens.
Ba-bum.
It makes it a little easier on me because I just hit the YouTube button and it just
Yeah.
puts it up on YouTube. But Derek is all for Drunk Mel 2024.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so's dude.
So is dude.
Or no,
Or not dude.
Mo.
Mo.
That will
Mo
have
is
to be
Drunk Mel 2024
That'll
as
have
well.
to be a Saturday taping then, because I was. I can't go to work the next day and.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we never did talk about
Sure
Brewfest
you
this
can,
year.
No.
Doc.
No.
And it's
No.
next week.
Yeah.
What's next week?
Brewfest.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm out.
That's Saturday.
that Saturday.
Yeah.
Did you take that off?
Nope. I open, so I'm home by 3:30.
Okay.
But you're doing the garage sale.
I am, but it probably won't go all day, so I'll be able to like.
Oh yeah, it's this is
Beer.
100% rye.
I'll be able to
This is
drop
all
you-
rye, and it is all
It hit me
rye.
right in the nasal passages on the palate. Like it just went up my sinuses.
Yeah, this is.
I didn't breathe in because I saw you do that. You took a big breath while you
Yeah.
drank it.
I usually do,
That's
and I was
really
like,
good.
"Woof."
Yeah, that's really good and a sweet rye.
I would like
if
to
you
go
don't-
to WhistlePig. I would like to tour WhistlePig. It's
I
supposed
would
to be
too.
amazing.
I just don't want to go to Vermont.
Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
I mean-
Vermont's beautiful.
I'm sure it is, and I'm all for live free and dying. It's just that far away.
What's the proof on this one? This feels like a higher.
96.
96.
a little bit lower.
It's lower,
Yeah. Yeah, it
actually,
is.
than that just
but
goes
it's
to
just
show
100%
like
rye, so it's a little.
It is
Okay.
classic, spicy, and spontaneous.
I definitely get the spicy for
yeah, you get the
sure.
spicy
Yeah,
like
this
right off
is-
the bat.
And this is 100% rye. Bill.
And that burn kind of lingers a little bit longer than I would expect it to.
Yeah, burns tend to linger, Mel.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, Randy burned his hand.
Because
Pretty.
we were
That's why I've
almost-
been holding this.
Oh yeah.
the new torch that came with my smoker.
I didn't know as far as smoker.
You can be 20 feet out.
Yeah,
I tried to light my pipe with that.
and it went through his hand
Yeah, that's
That's 1800 degrees, like
right
to
away.
the flesh.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Instantaneously.
Because I hadn't noticed.
Are you sure? You can cook a steak with that.
Yeah.
I did. Well, I cooked a
When
ham
you
hock.
walked
I was
in
gonna
and
say,
it
it's more
smelled
of a
like
ham hock.
barbecue, there was a reason.
Did you
So
put any
more
ice
like
on
pork
that? You've got
crackers.
ice, don't you? Okay.
I've literally been holding this
All right,
since
good.
it happened.
Good.
I was like, Melissa's a doctor. Hey, dummy, you just burnt your hand, you fatty kind of doctor. Because some people are doctors, but they're like doctors of some other.
Oh,
I'm a doctor
Whatever.
of nursing.
I don't know what that means, but if you can help this, that's what I need.
Wow, burns suck.
People are like, I got a PhD, like
I
in
see
what?
it.
Science,
oh,
something,
here we
something.
go. Science.
Here? Where
Nope.
was it?
Right in this region.
It's not
It's
even
not,
like
it's
a
not
1
that bad.
degree.
It
There a
just
little bit.
yeah.
It's a
when I do
negative
that,
2
you can
degree
tell.
burn.
Sorry, burns suck. They hurt.
I mean, it hurts a little, but it's not. When I saw it, I was like, okay, it's not going to like.
Oh, look at that. He brought you fresh ice.
Watch your freshie.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels
I
so
love-
good. That's.
Yeah. I love my general practitioner.
I'll
Like,
have what I'm having.
Same.
his attitude. Like when I walk now, there's some things about him I don't like, but his general attitude. I tried to get him on the show during the Rona, and
He was like, "No, idiot.
no.
That's literally what I'm trying not to do is be around you people."
like it was when I first went in to see him, like after when we could start going back, and I tried to get him on the show, and he was very much a, "Are you getting the vaccine?" I said, "I'm not,"
Then no, I'm not going to be around you.
and he goes, "Okay." He goes,
Pass.
"You should probably get it, do this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah." You know, people are, I'm like, I've already had it. I didn't die. I'm not getting it. I'm not going to die. We're fine. To when I went to see him just recently, because I had a groin pull that felt like a fucking hernia. Like it was,
Liz,
Jesus Christ. No, this was doing box jumps at the gym.
she is talented.
100 box jumps.
She just.
What? Are you cheerleading right now?
That was Liz pulling your groin while you're doing box
Oh,
jumps.
Jesus Christ. I didn't get
Was
it.
it not obvious? I
No,
thought it was.
It wasn't.
I got it.
I didn't get it. But I did like
You're batting
100 bucks box
That'll get you
overs
in the Hall
back
of
and
Fame.
forth, and ended
Depending on
up
what I do with my wife.
pulling the groin,
yeah.
and thought I had hernia. So I canceled an appointment I was supposed to have on August 5th because I didn't want to pay for the doctor's visit or the blood work that is associated with it. Because he's like, your cholesterol's fucking high. I'm like, it's always fucking high. It's normal.
Just ignore it.
Just ignore it. It's
fine.
fucking
What
normal.
could go wrong with
Well, my family has we're
Sure.
all
Oh,
elevated.
it's hereditary.
It's hereditary.
Cool. Even better. The story's getting better.
Yeah, we're always elevated.
Dr. Melissa.
Yeah. So I'm just like, whatever.
What could go wrong? It's fine.
Buzzkill, you
Well,
need to
keep
drink
in
more.
mind, he's been my doctor for like almost 20 years, and my levels have been elevated above, like, it's normal. It's just like my heart rate is below everybody else's.
Yeah. Because you're so active.
Because it's
probably.
normal.
Yeah.
So my LDL
How
ratio.
high is it?
What?
Snoop Dogg.
Your
Yeah, it's Snoop
cholesterol.
Dogg high. the cholesterol was like, I don't know.
That horse is.
I think it needs to be like 1 something, and I was at like, it's like 130 something is normal, and like at 141.
Oh, that's not bad.
Like, get the
Okay.
fuck outta
All
here.
right, You're
It's
fine.
swole.
So I did like it's always above, it's always outside of that range.
But close.
but it's really close. And he's just like, the only one time that you were here, I'm like, yeah, I was severely fucking underweight too. It was like 200 fucking pounds. And you want me, and that's when I was like in range where you want me to be. I said, I'm never going to be at 200 pounds again. I said, because I'm not willing to put that work in.
Yeah.
So accept me at 230 and fuck off. But when he walks in the room, he's like, hey, fucker, how you doing? And I'm like, that
is
fucking great.
a good relationship with your doctor.
Yeah. So, but then this time when he started talking about it, he was like, so you never got the booster or the COVID shots? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, thank fucking God. He was like, thank fucking God you didn't get that shit.
Why?
He was just like, he's like, his response to that was, I wouldn't have got it if I didn't have to get it. I'm glad you didn't get it.
Oh man, I give me another one right now.
And
I will take all of them.
I'll take COVID every time.
COVID left me with asthma.
I know. I already had the asthma though. I already had asthma. I already have all the things. You might as well just give me the COVIDs.
The worst thing that happened to Martelle is he couldn't taste whiskey for like a week.
Yeah. It was
We
horrible.
were literally drinking on the shows. He's like, I don't know how it tastes. He just kept drinking anyway. He's like,
That's when we should have.
That's when I found out that I had COVID.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan
Well,
of
I had a
vaccines.
sinus infection then. And when I get
Yeah.
a sinus infection, I can't taste anything anyway. It just blocks all of my taste receptors. So I can't, when I have a sinus infection, I don't taste.
Because your nose is super important to taste.
I can't taste anything. So that's how, when I called to get antibiotics for the sinus infection, that's when he's like, well, I want you to come in for a COVID test. And I'm like, I don't have COVID. I said, I just have a sinus infection. I can't, like, everything hurts right here.
And when was this?
I don't know, like 21.
Yeah, right in the time of all the COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After 2020. But I hadn't been in
he
public.
literally told me this story on a Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And then Monday he messaged me. He's like, hey,
By the way, I got COVID.
got
Yeah.
COVID. I was like, son of a.
Yeah.
But you never got it.
Yeah.
Not from me. Not from that instance.
Katie gave me COVID.
That bitch.
She would. She probably gift wrapped it.
God, she's
But
such
its
a
nails
fucking
were
twat.
fire.
I love Katie. I just talked to Katie today and then got off the phone and cried
Yeah.
because I love her so much.
She has that effect. Oh,
No,
okay.
because I love her.
I mean,
I love
I made a
Katie.
post on Instagram or on Facebook specifically for her.
Oh yeah, that was the nose ring one.
That was the nose ring one.
And then-
Specifically for her, and everybody fucking gagged. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
yeah.
This is
Then
for Katie. Shut up.
Everybody just started posting
I
pictures
only-
of their
I-
nose rings.
Yeah. They had the fucking bull ring.
Yeah.
I don't
love
mind
that.
a nose ring. Like, I don't care. Like, this one, though, I never fucking understood.
I don't
this
like it, but I don't care if other people get it.
one. Oh, I don't give a shit either.
And I knew
just
what
give
you
a
were
Katie
doing,
shit.
and I saw Katie's response, and you and Katie know me, but nobody else did. But every person that responded with a picture, I'd be like, tramp, hussy. Like, I just wanted to go off, and I was like, okay, is it going to be
Well,
funnier for me, or
I forgot that.
tick off Martell more than it's worth? Because I was like, I just wanted to, like, get on.
I
it,
would-
like-
I
would've
feel like
ignored
you
it, but-
intentionally try and poke the bear sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On Katie. Oh
Yeah,
fuck
choose
yes.
the bear.
Not just Katie, but like whenever
I
you're
don't
like,
post on
"Ah."
Facebook usually, but yes.
She doesn't mean on Facebook. She's saying it in life.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
there's that
who
too.
can I
Let's
kind of
say
piss
general.
off today? It's fine.
I mean, I think I shared something in my stories earlier that was just like, y'all are fucking nuts. It's not me. But I forgot.
I always did like hugging. It's like a relationship with you is like hugging a cactus. Like,
Yeah.
it's nice, but yeah, it's gonna poke a little bit.
a
but
little bit. Just
Yeah.
in all the
just
wrong
depends.
places.
it's
Depends on how excited he is.
But I forgot Melinda had the same piercing and she posted and I'm like,
Damn it.
all right, I wasn't trying to piss off Melinda because I love Melinda, but she'll
She'll cut a bitch.
cut a motherfucker and she takes things to heart just a little too close. So I'm just like, okay. And then a girl named AJ, she posted. I'm like, well, fuck you. Like her and I just send middle fingers back and forth. That's all our Instagram chat is other like that Sicky Dicky or whoever who does all the fuck you stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so it's just constant back and forth. I'm like, eat shit. Someone posted, all I see is beautiful. I'm like, oh, you're right. They're all beautiful. And then I went back to Katie's post. I'm like, when I see you, I want to fucking put a dog leash on that fucking nose ring, and I want to fucking pull you around.
To the one that said, "All I see is beautiful women," I almost replied, "Well, they used to be."
Oh my
Like I was on the edge of just like commenting on every single reply. And I was like,
he just didn't hit
the only reason I did it, I was like, it's either going to be funny to Martell or extremely piss him off.
It wouldn't have pissed me off.
I never
would have
know.
found it funny, but
I never know, so I
it's
was
the
like,
other
I'm gonna let this
people.
one
it's
slide.
the other people.
I don't care. I don't know him.
Why? No, you don't. Well,
Like
you know
Katie
Melinda.
knows me.
You know
Yeah.
Melinda.
I know Melinda, but her and I don't know each other well. Like, I don't know if she totally knows my humor like you do. Brandon would get it. Jimmy would get it.
So it comes back to that. I was going with that
Katie
story.
would roll with it.
To get
Katie knows me well enough.
Yeah, to get to the other. So I was in the gym and Brandon and I are talking, and he was like, he said something. I'm like, well, yeah. I said, so I forgot that Melinda had her fucking nose pierced. He goes, oh my God. He goes, you started a goddamn shitstorm in our house. And I'm like,
Sorry, man.
He's
Okay.
like, he goes,
That's
I
not
was
your fault.
literally
He's like,
just
I had
trying to stir the shit.
He's
It's
like,
fine.
I said that was intended solely for Katie. I said, I know it was put out there publicly. I said, but it was intended solely for Katie. I said, I forgot that Melinda had her nose pierced. I said, he goes, I had to talk Melinda off, like fucking texting you. I'm like, she goes, she was pissed. She goes, this motherfucker. And I'm like, well, I
Weird.
could see it.
I never saw somebody accidentally get so upset over something said online before.
I know. But I was just like, I said it wasn't a direct attack at her.
Is that
I
the
said
rice
it was
callback or
it
what?
was a
Yeah, it
direct
was a-
attack.
I mean,
it
we
was
could have a
Katie.
deeper conversation about how our words matter, but you all are farther along in the drinking than I am, so it
My
would be a
words
lost
never matter.
conversation.
My words don't matter.
If Sober Mello's Drunk Mel's
I know,
running
as
mate,
everyone
Yeah.
I'm against
sips,
it.
Yeah.
Everyone's. Wait, I missed it. What'd you say?
I said if Sober Mel is Drunk Mel's running mate, I'm against it. If it's Drunk Mel / Sober Mel 2024, out.
Yeah, I'm going fourth
Love
party.
Drunk Mel.
Fourth party.
Sober over here, like, let's be real. I don't have time for that.
This is
I
like
just-
a Kamala Harris JD Vance ticket or a Trump Waltz ticket.
Now, I would like to see those.
Dude, I would.
that would be entertaining.
I would absolutely have a beer with Mr. Walls.
I'd have a
So,
beer with any of
I'd
them
have a
just
beer with
because I
any
would
of
be
them.
entertained by any of them,
Yeah.
period.
They're the
Not
la-
that I particularly like everything about any of them,
The
but
la-
I think it'd be funny.
The last thing that we saw with Kamala was, "What's your favorite swear word?" And she's like, "I can't say that." But it begins with an M and ends with a. She's like, "Not ER, motherfucker."
She didn't.
She didn't say it, but I was like,
One of my
I
favorite
appreciate
memes.
the
I will
shit out of
drink
that.
to that.
One of my favorite memes about Kamala, and I've got them for both sides and all candidates, including the RFKs and everybody. But as far as Kamala goes, the one that I saw was a black dude that said, if she wants to claim she's black, let's see her say the N-word.
Oh, yeah.
in a
I saw
comment.
that. Yep.
Something. I was like, dude, I want to see that.
I need to see it. It needs to be on national television.
Televise that.
Give me that.
And again, I'm only in it for the entertainment. I'm not picking either battle on that. See, that's funny. If you're sitting here saying, let's just have fun with it,
Yeah.
fine. It's the people that were like literally trying to disparage the guy for something he didn't say that I was like, that's dumb. The memes, roll with it.
Phenomenal.
But I had
and
one
that's why
friend
I'm on
who's-
Twitter just for that.
I had one friend that was like trying to like make it a point of why he won't vote for Trump is because Vance boned a couch.
Yeah.
I'm like, if that's your only reason, that's a pretty poor
Right. That's the
platform.
that's the only reason.
Like, one, it's not even true, but two, I'm like, if the worst thing this dude did in his life was bone a couch as a teenager, he's pretty
Really?
good as a politician. Like,
And honestly, what adolescent kid going through puberty hasn't fucked a pillow or two?
oh, you got a menage
She's
there
getting
early
there.
on.
Yeah.
She's getting there. So what we were just
Myself,
laughing
I'm an
at-
ottoman man.
Yeah.
You can move me
I like a
easier, take
sectional.
different rooms.
Maybe a pullout.
I just want him to be committed.
Oh my god.
I just want him to be committed. I don't want it to be a one night stand.
Those hurt.
Oh shit! All right. So, what do you guys think about that piggyback?
It was good.
I like it.
You're still
but
drinking it.
Transition.
Yeah.
It's
Mel's
it-
like,
but
yeah, back to whiskey.
it's 100% rye.
It
This
is a
when
rye.
Honestly, I love it.
When I
For a rye?
when I think rye, this is what I think.
Yeah.
of.
It's kind of it's
Spice and-
earthy
For an
and
aged
spice.
rye.
And like just a ryes are growing on me. Like I feel like the Angel's Envy was kind of the
It's a gateway drug.
yeah.
It's definitely marijuana to your
Jimmy was my
cocaine.
benchmark as far as ryes go for years. And
I
it
feel
still
like-
probably is because it's a good
What's that?
Angel's Envy. The only thing that makes it hard to be an entry for most people is the price.
It's
Now I
it's-
have
it's
on I
97
have
bucks
on
for-
audio record of Randy saying the opposite, that seagrass was better than because we did a blind on it.
I said for years it was.
Yeah. No, he did.
And it's
preface
still
that.
one of my tops.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm gonna have to have the
The
Seagrass.
seagrass
We
was
need
great.
We need to do the seagrass.
Okay.
The Righteous is by far the best I've probably ever had.
Yeah, but that's not a finished rye. I mean, the seagrass.
You're right.
I haven't tried that.
The
It's
Angel
not
Envy is
finished.
a finished rye. Like
Meaning
that's
that they finish it in like some kind of
a
special
rum barrel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
what
the
was
righteous
this one? Was this
As far as
finished?
it's
straight.
No,
rye.
this is
Straight rye.
straight.
That's why you're
six-
tasting
This
a
was
little.
really good.
Yeah, this is a 6-year straight
100%
rye, 100%
rye
rye.
Okay.
Like there is no malts, no barleys, there's no
No
nothing.
wheat?
So
No,
apparently,
It is
I'm really learning to like my whiskeys.
Yes,
So,
you are.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
all right. So next we've got the WhistlePig. It is a 12-year. They call it the Shoreham. Well, they're in Shoreham, Vermont. Never mind. I take that back. It is 48%.
That's who you go to on third down.
Yeah.
He's got
Short ham.
It's a sure ham.
Stop.
It's like Dwarf Bull.
Oh goodness.
For an open bottle.
Yeah, it was,
Although immediately, like, just a fruitiness came
okay, bursting forth.
bursting out of the bottle. So,
Alien style.
yeah. Which there's a new Alien movie coming out
I'm
too.
so
Did you see the promos for that? in
Fuck
New
yeah,
York
they played
City?
They played.
No, in New York City to
Oh.
help it go viral, they just had people laying in the middle of the street and on sidewalks and in subways in New York City with a face hugger.
Oh my god. It looks
mean-
really good though.
I'm like, fuck yeah.
I'm
And JD Vance, you
um,
don't fuck with women with cats. Sigourney Weaver taught us that.
So
She saved us from the aliens.
I have a love-hate relationship with scary movies.
oh
I view them through my
me one
t-shirt.
yeah.
And
You
I
should
have-
probably wear just like a
healthy.
white T-shirt and get it wet.
Sure,
standing, I
that
can't
sounds
see
like
the
a really
side.
productive way to watch a scary movie.
You're good.
You can see through it then.
You can. I agree with you. And I have to watch scary movies through
I
the
love watching
protection
scary
of
movies
a
with her.
thin layer of clothing.
I
because it
dislike
protects me.
watching scary movies with my dog.
With your dog, yes, but with your wife and your daughter.
Yeah, amazing. But my dog is an empath, and it like the music changes, and she's like on your lap, like, "Are you okay? I'm here to soothe you."
I will say this though, I am a really great time to take 2 scary movies to go with you because I will
Oh.
absolutely.
She's the one who screams in the
I
theater.
shriek.
You're the
I
kind of person I want to take to haunted houses.
Yes.
Mike can
Like the
tell you.
cheesy haunted houses.
Mike
Jump
can tell you
scares.
definitively. Like we so we went to Universal Studios for Halloween
We
Horror Night.
intentionally went.
Tower of Terror.
Oh my god, it was so much fun. But one of the last houses we're going through, and they have people in the corners like that work there that are just to move people through. And I'm sure they get very jaded seeing people scream and everything else. And most of the time, people are screaming and they're like, yeah, it's fine. I screamed. There was like a twofer, like one jumped out here, one jumped out here, and I shrieked so long and so loud and practically clawed up his back that the Universal Studios worker was doubled over laughing her ass off because I was so reactionary.
It was great.
I just pictured
She
you-
would either be behind me, like holding,
Like grabbing your shirt.
yeah, like
Because if something
Or I
bad
think
happens,
I
you
was
need to get
wearing a
away.
backpack.
It's
Yeah,
best
You
to be
were,
carrying
because I
somebody.
actually had my hands through the backpack and then covered up my ears
Yeah.
so that I could actually make it through.
Mike's like slips out of the backpack and sprints. You should
the
have just
whole
left her.
time. I'm laughing because like I'm seeing like there's gonna be a jump scare here, and I'd like tense up, and she would be like,
Oh, yeah.
I just pictured
it
you
was
like.
10 out of 10. I will go back to Universal for Halloween Horror Nights.
I just pictured you
anytime.
from the movie Accepted when Schroeder, like they go in the old abandoned psych hospital and the body falls out of the ceiling. No, you guys have never seen Accepted.
Oh,
No.
but
We'll
we
ask
will
our
see.
daughter if she has, because
My daughter has seen them.
our
all.
daughter loves.
You've never seen Accepted?
No, but I'm gonna
There are
put it.
so many good ones. It's like one of Jonah.
right.
It's probably Jonah Hill's breakout movie.
All right, I'm putting it in my notes though.
I mean, Lexi,
Like it's not the greatest movie ever, but it's one
No,
that I
that's
watched so
fine.
many times growing up. Growing up, we were young adults and couldn't afford cable, living on our own and trying to make it in the world. But there's a scene where they walk in and it's who's the other guy, Kevin? Who's the main character? Justin Long.
he don't know.
Oh, okay.
So Justin Long doesn't get accepted in any colleges is the premise. He makes up a college so they have to find this like building
Oh yeah. I remember
to
seeing
pretend
it, yeah.
he goes to college full his parents.
Yeah, and
And they
start
walk
up a
in and like
whole-
one of my favorite lines
It's
that
not
I've
a
used.
scary movie.
No, it's,
It's not
It's,
scary?
it's a comedy.
Oh, I thought this was a scary movie. I literally put it in my
they
notes.
walk in as a scary movie.
Yeah.
No, it's
No.
a comedy.
Yeah.
It's comedy. I know.
But
I know. What
they
one
walk
this is
in and Jonah Hill's like, "Well, I hope everybody's paid up on their hobo stab insurance." Like, it's just these little Have you ever seen the guy dressed up in a hot dog suit that says, "Ask me about my wiener"?
No.
No.
Oh my gosh. You guys, okay, I get the not getting the Wonder Ball, fine. But you have to go see this movie.
Ask me about my wiener.
See? Thank you.
Okay.
At least if you
was
haven't seen
actually-
the movie, you have
well,
to know that.
There was actually
The night is but a fetus.
No. Not tonight. Not for me. Sorry. You go ahead. Get on with your bad self.
They walk in and it's like this old psych ward hospital. You know, the beds have like chains on them and stuff. But when they first bust in the doors, this body falls from the ceiling and he shrieks for like 48 seconds. And your whole story just reminded me of that. So watch it, then you'll understand what I'm getting at.
So I went to the movies. This was a long time ago. I went to the movies, and you know how they have all the previews at the beginning. So it was a preview,
which used to be fine, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
But now they're 30 to 45 fucking minutes of fucking.
I don't even worry about
previews.
showing up on time.
Yeah. Nope.
It's like how you used to have to show up 2 hours before a plane. Now you just wait 2 hours for a plane.
Yes.
So-
you can walk in 10 minutes and get on a plane now.
the preview. To date myself was for Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers.
Oh my, Justin Long.
Sure.
Hey,
I don't know. Anyway,
he's the main character in Jeepers
it
Creepers.
was
Same
like
guy.
I don't know. This scarecrow all of a sudden like flicks its arms out.
And that's what got you.
And I shrieked so loud and leaped onto this dude next to me. No idea who this guy was. Threw my popcorn. Like, I am very reactionary. So I am a fun time at scary movies. We went to see The Grudge.
All the Grudge is cheesy jump scares.
So many
I
jump
bought that on
scares.
$3 DVD from the Pakistani down the street where I first started banking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It. We had to double check that the closet was closed every night before we went to bed for a solid 3-4 weeks.
Because if it's closed, I can't get out.
Right.
Well,
and
and,
that-
then the light was on. We had to keep a light on. The first,
my
the
gosh.
night after, like that
So you're
first
12
night.
is what you're telling
Oh,
us.
like, and I'm like sleeping next to a man and still had to have the light on.
You can sleep next to Mike.
Half man.
I just love how you said it. You're like, I mean,
There was like
kinda.
this pause, like how are we gonna respond to that? And I'm like, you can do that.
I literally set him up to just bash me. He's like, well, I'm a half man. He's like, that's why I love Mike. He's like, I'll own that.
The other half is horse.
He's like, I have a gun in another building,
Yeah.
locked up
With no
without
bullets.
ammunition.
Yeah.
I'll protect you.
So this one is not as spicy.
No, but
No.
it's
No,
so
but this
fucking-
is this has been
very
finished
good.
in wine barrels.
Is
This
it?
is so,
So
good.
yeah,
though.
but this is
This one, this
The nose-
would not still be unfinished if it was at my house. This
Yeah.
one's very good.
This is so
It
good.
would not last long.
the
very
nose
good.
on this one. I don't like,
I agree.
but I like the palate.
yeah,
The palate's
when
great.
I smelled it, I mean,
It's-
it smells.
it's a
It smells like
Stringent.
burnt rubber.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't get burnt rubber, but I get.
But it's not.
It is a different.
It's not pleasant.
No, I get like literally someone doing a burnout.
well, and I expected when I drank it for it to be a little flatter,
Dang it! Now you've ruined it for me.
You're welcome.
and it's not as robust as some of the other ones, but it's still
But
really
it's
good.
It's really
eminently
good on the palate, though.
drinkable.
It
I might say
is.
it's smooth.
It's creamy.
It is creamy. It is smoother. It's not. It doesn't have that spicy kick that the last one had.
No,
And so
that's
I feel
the wine.
like maybe for people who are not sure if they like rye,
Yeah, but they're not
going
gonna
to
spend
This is a good
$140
entryway.
this
Oh,
is-
that's
well,
$140.
Yeah,
so
this
WhistlePig
one's-
is notorious for overpricing their bottles.
Yeah.
That's the
because
problem.
they don't want secondary.
I love their product. I
So-
hate their pricing.
Yeah.
well,
there
I'm
is-
all for it. I'll pay more for something so that they don't put it on secondary, so that it doesn't
Right.
have secondary pricing. Like this is a 60.
What do you mean secondary?
So this is a $70 whiskey.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it cost. It's like $60 or $70 to buy this bottle. If this were, I don't know, we'll call it a
$40?
$40 bottle, this would probably be on secondary for $80.
Or
secondary
more.
price, like
Up to
secondary
100
market.
probably.
Yeah.
So
Long
like
story short,
Blanton's.
Angels Envy Rye became very rare and scarce, especially through COVID, and they were going for double.
They were
So you're
going for
talking from
200,
100, you're talking
$300 a
200.
bottle.
People
and
are paying
up.
100,
And
or
people were
200,
paying it,
250.
gladly paying it.
I-
So,
yeah, I don't know
Any of
that.
those Wellers I have up there,
Yeah.
if they
The
were
Weller 12?
unopened, I could sell those for
Yeah, I
three
don't know
times
that
the
I
price.
don't know that I'd pay that. I mean, I really like that
Actually,
Angels Envy
that
rye.
dude Ryan
I'm with you.
did a video today. It was a like
Shout out.
it was one of those things where he was not him, another guy on a video was like, do you take rare breed or Weller Special Reserve? And
Rare breed.
but they had the prices like rare breed at $50, $55, but then they had like $129 on Weller Special Reserve. in English pounds and in American dollars.
Okay.
So he was
Just to like increase the ostentatious.
no, it was
No,
it was
but-
just a like, do you take rare breed or do you take Weller? And he's like, rare breed all day.
Yeah.
Like for
100%.
$55
Yeah.
versus $26 for Weller, because Weller is only $26 for
Okay.
that bottle.
But
It
the
used to be
second,
22.
the secondary market
Yeah.
on all the Wellers is
is ridiculous.
bonkers.
When we started this podcast, Weller Special Reserve was $21.99 and the antique was $24.99 with a screw top.
And it was fantastic.
It got popular because it was so good. They put
And
a
so
cork in
cheap.
it and jacked it up to 50. And then it got scarce because people went, well, this is fancy. And they were selling it for 100 to 150 bucks a pop. Easy.
For the same
On
exact
the
product.
Weller,
secondary market
yeah,
product.
Weller,
Yeah, secondary.
Weller Antique, the red label, the 107, is actual currency on the secondary market. You can trade that at about $115 a bottle for something else.
Yeah.
So you can stack 3 bottles of that and get a $600 bottle of whiskey for 3 bottles of Weller Red because everybody wants Weller Red. So you
Okay.
just use it as a currency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime I see Weller Red out, I just buy
I buy it because then I can use it to trade for something else.
What did you think of the? Was it Elijah? No, the old Raleigh from last week.
Oh, the old Raleighs.
Yeah.
We just kind of drank it after the fact.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
But yes.
phenomenal.
I enjoyed it.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't have the different ones, but
Oh,
yeah, that was
all of them are good.
It is.
They're all
fun.
good. Like Brandon doesn't do a bad job with that
No.
shit.
Now that I have like started to drink bourbons and I can appreciate them, it is fun. I will admit, it's very fun to go into a liquor store and like, oh, what are we gonna get?
What are we getting? I
Yeah.
need to get Liz back on that train.
Yeah. So this is finished in 3 different barrels:
Yes.
Madeira, Port, and Sauternes. So
And then it's blended together.
yeah,
They have 3 different. They do a
Okay.
percentage of. It's 63% in Madeira, 30% in the.
Sauternes,
And
which is a
7%,
sweet white.
Yeah, and then 7% in a port cask, and then
Okay.
they blend all of that.
It's real. It's very smooth.
It's absolutely
really good.
It's incredibly drinkable.
It doesn't have a burn at the end. Like it's.
Like the nose may not be the greatest, but it is.
Yeah, I don't-
So
I really
drinkable.
don't like the
The
nose.
nose
That's
is
why.
light to me, though.
Well, the
not
nose.
overpowering.
No, it's not. Like I went to the nose. I'm like, fuck it. I just went straight to a drink because, like I said, it smelled like someone doing a burnout.
Well,
But
you-
it's
it
funny
smelled
because
like
when you open the
Mopar
bottle,
weekend.
you were like all
I was going to
fruit.
say, you're just smelling Mopar Nationals.
Yeah.
So we were at the ale house the other night, and they had Angel's Envy, and so I asked for some. And the girl's like, "Oh, I never had this before." The bartender, and so I was.
So we
teaching
were
her.
educating the
So
I was
bartender.
walking
pour
her
yourself
through.
some and don't charge me for mine.
Well, I'm pretty sure they still charge me, but I was walking her through the Kentucky Kiss, and like, no, you
Yeah,
got to get through
swish,
that
and then the
let it
second,
burn,
third sip.
blah, blah, blah. So we'll see.
I got
I feel like
Eagle
I
Rare,
was-
and that was the first time I've ever had Eagle Rare.
Really? I've got 3
Really?
bottles of it at home.
Yeah, it's
That's
excellent.
another one. You should be able to get $32.99. It was on the shelves
It's-
all the
and now it's
time
allocated,
when
and
we
it's
started.
impossible to get.
Yeah, now you're lucky to see a
Well,
bottle.
speaking of that, so Blanton's. So the price of Blanton's just went up in Ohio last month.
Yeah,
It went from
60?
It was 60,
about 60 to
$59.99.
$75 after tax. That bottle will sell anywhere from $150 to $300. People will fucking buy it.
like in a blink.
Is
like
it
they
worth
won't
it
even
or
No.
absolutely
No.
not?
No.
It's
not
fine.
worth the
It's
price
fine for
increase.
$50.
We've sampled it several
Your
different
dad
ways,
has
several
it.
different times. At $60, Martelle and I have called it a $20 whiskey in a $60 bottle.
Yikes.
Great packaging and marketing,
And that's
but
what
for
it
the
is.
price,
If it didn't
there's
have that,
stuff that's $20, $30, $40. That's way better.
I'd take Evan Williams Bottled and Bond over
oh yeah,
it.
I would
That's
too.
a
I'd take anything we
solid.
had today over Bland's.
Yeah.
Especially at $75.
Yeah, I have an open bottle sitting at home. It's just
Your
sitting
dad
there
has a
just in
bottle of
case.
Blanton's. You'll
Just
have
in
to
case
try it next time we
someone
go.
Somebody
comes
wants to
over
try
and they want
it
to try it.
and
Like I
have
have
it.
an open bottle. I think I have 1 open bottle and I have 2 unopened bottles, and 1 bottle won't get opened.
Yeah.
So they changed to try to meet demand. They went from a 6-year whiskey. So Blanton's used to be a 6-year to now a 4
4-year.
to 6 year.
Yeah.
It's anywhere between 4 and 6 years, depending. So the previous bottle I have is a 2017. It's an October 31st bottle. It's a Halloween bottle. from 2017. I won't open
And that's
that
the
bottle.
thing with Blanton's is they put the date that it's
They put
bottled.
dump
and
dates
so,
and-
so
and-
people are looking for
Like I
like
said,
birthdays, and, like,
weddings,
wedding anniversaries.
marketing.
I mean, I get it.
The
I
marketing
mean,
is phenomenal.
yeah, good for them.
and the bottle is beautiful. It's like this crystal
Like
ball
I said, if
looking
it was
bottle.
my dollar I was making, I'd do it.
yeah, I mean, I get
But
it.
as a consumer,
Right.
I'm not,
Nope.
and my brother-in-law gives me shit because he's a huge Buffalo Trace fan. Like he is like, you fucking hate Blanton's. I'm like, I don't hate Blanton's. I said I
hate the pricing.
everything around
stigma.
Buffalo Trace and the stigma that they're the greatest out there. I said when there's other shit that is far better.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
started this podcast, I would regularly see 1 to 2 bottles of Blanton's. I would see 4 to 8 of Eagle Rare. Buffalo Trace was a dime a dozen. Weller Special Reserve was $22 all day, every day. Everywhere you went, they had boxes of it. Antique was $25. Everywhere you went, it was available. Now everything is like
Everything's allocated.
it got so stupid when the market took off and all these freaking hipsters went, "Oh, I'm into whiskey now. What's the fancy one? What's everybody drinking?" And like you said, good
Yeah.
for them.
Right.
Buffalo Trace went, "Oh, we getting rich."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like we weren't making enough money before.
Yeah.
Well,
And they
basically,
make
like,
great products.
It's a
I love their
business.
offering. No,
Yeah, so I
like I
get it.
said, as a
Capitalism.
business and for
Go for it.
capitalism, if
Yeah.
it was me, sweet.
Right.
As a consumer, when
Right.
I recommend it to people, and people are like, "Well, I've heard Buffalo." Yeah, it's
don't,
okay.
Don't bother trying to even
yeah,
find
Buffalo
it.
Trace is fine.
I always tell them if you see it, and this is when it was
If you see it,
$60.
get it.
Right.
But if
Well,
you've
even-
never had it,
That's
or
why I have
if
that
you,
big ass bottle up
or
there.
if you see it at a bar and you can get it, it's a little more expensive. Try it.
Well, it's
But-
like Ale House. They make their that's basically their rail whiskey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a lot of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah,
Like,
but
if
it's
you want
fine.
Manhattan, it comes
and
with
Buffalo
there's, like,
Trace
is
will-
Buffalo Trace okay? Yeah, Buffalo Trace is fine.
Here's the thing: Buffalo
Just don't
Trace
make
will tell
travelers.
you that Buffalo Trace is a mixer.
Yeah.
It's literally, I think I'm almost
was-
certain it's on their website that Buffalo Trace whiskey is a fucking mixer, and
They
people will
literally
give you
put that out
shit
for-
about it.
They used to put that out in the handles, and it would sit and get dusty.
Well, I would just like to say that I ordered my bourbon neat
Fuck yeah, you
at
did.
Ale House the other day.
Yep. I ordered
So-
I ordered an old fashioned. She
Hashtag
was like,
bad
"I
bitch.
will take that Caribbean cask rye neat, please."
Yes.
Give me that.
Because I'm a man.
Give me
She
that
was like,
bottle.
and it intrigued her, and she was like, "I don't know that I've had this," and so we walked her through it. So,
And she was
Here's
getting
to
into bourbons. so-
ladies drinking their
I like-
whiskey neat.
I like the ladies that drink
Hosier
the
song.
bourbons.
And I don't care how anybody drinks any of it.
Oh, I do.
I just
No.
Especially if
my
it's mine.
biggest.
Now, well, that okay, I get
Well, if
that.
it's yours, that's
but it's
different.
like the people who are like, they get like pappy and they're like, and then they pour Coke on top
Oh,
of it.
God.
Like I just like,
I
and it's
encourage
hu-
that shit.
I
it's
would
not
say-
mine.
same.
Like
that
it's
100%.
hard because like drink what you like because
Right,
drink what
100%.
you like and also like if you're gonna drink a mixed drink, don't put something really pricey in there.
See, I look at it as like I've
Here's
been,
the thing. Here's the thing, though. If you buy a Maserati, are you going to go get the AutoZone brand oil put in it?
Well, you better work, bitch. You want a Maserati?
honestly, I'm probably gonna go get the autograph.
She's listening up.
Brittany, right?
We're almost back to voting now. Not quite, but we're getting there.
yeah, it's like not, it's a
Martelle like you ready, raise the glass. Living life, no future, no